foreign regime. Persuading the Congress to join the Constituent Assembly, Gandhi asserted it should be a challenge to combat and not a ground for rejection. Giving a picture of the independent India of his conception, Gandhi wrote, "Every village will have to be a republic or panchayat having full powers. In this non-violent society, life will not be a pyramid, but an oceanic circle whose center will be the individual, always ready to perish for the village." He made it clear that in such a society, every religion would have its full and equal place. A call by the Muslim League to observe August 16, 1946 as Direct Action Day to protest against the proposed formation of the interim government let loose an orgy of violence at Calcutta. Madness seized a section of humanity which killed, maimed, and burnt. The fury spread, burning its way into Noakhali and Tripura, rural areas of East Bengal. Then began an increasing migration of refugees. Communal hatred spread to adjoining Bihar and other parts of the country. Gandhi explained their duty to the ashram inmates. "We should have rushed into the blaze and offered the purest sacrifice to quench the flames of the conflagration." With these words, he took their leave and left for Delhi. After prolonged controversy, the interim government came into being with Jawaharlal Nehru as the de facto Prime Minister on September 2nd, 1946. The ministers and members of the working committee assembled at the sweepers' slums to seek guidance from Gandhi. Greeting the new government, Gandhi described the day as a step towards full independence and fervently hoped that the salt tax would be annulled, that the ministers would live and die for communal unity and lead India on the road to truth and purity, and that the people would cooperate with them in this endeavor. Pouring out his soul's agony over the dark happenings in the country, Gandhi bemoaned, "The springs of life in India appear to be dry today. The cry of blood for blood is barbarous. Independence of India is today at stake in Bengal and Bihar. Unless I can stem the violence, life has no attraction for me." The cry of outraged womanhood called him to Bengal, and he came to wipe their tears and put heart into them. Gandhi was on the way to Noakhali in search of the divine in the maddened man. His mission was to establish heart unity between the sister communities, for he regarded all mankind as his kith and kin and dreaded the consequences of the bisection of India. To justify his inheritance, man had to return good for evil, he declared, and added, "Love and tolerance between the unlike are greater virtues than between the likes." pilgrim of peace, arrived in Naukhali to venture in faith. In the midst of the thick palm groves, Gandhi pitched his camp and buried himself in the devastated areas to purge the hearts of the people of hatred. The stink of death still hung over the place. Gandhi set out on his peace plan and talked to the downhearted. His technique of non-violence was on trial. Emphasizing the need for complete religious toleration, he maintained, in every province, everyone is an Indian, be he a Hindu, a Muslim, or of any other faith. He expected the majority to constitute itself into the guardian of the minority. In Gandhi's presence, fear fled, and the hold of fanatical terror loosened. People flocked to him for advice and comfort. He was happy to see the dead souls return to life, and this was reward enough for his mission. Naukhali became to him the nodal point governing the future course of events for the whole of India. On December 27th, Jawaharlal Nehru came to Sri Rampur to seek Gandhi's advice on important political matters. During Nehru's sojourn, Gandhi explained to him the technique of non-violence he was pursuing in Naukhali. Getting fresh inspiration from Gandhi, Nehru remarked, "I feel a little younger and stronger after meeting this young man of 77. Gandhi stood at the door of his hut and probed his future path. On the morning of January 7th, 1947, the barefoot pilgrim commenced his historic one-night, one-village march from Chandipur. The way was dark, and he had naught but the twin stars of truth and non-violence to light his perilous trail. He strolled on the narrow village roads, mingling freely with the Hindus and the Muslims, and expounding his gospel of communal unity and peace. Trekking from village to village and knocking from door to door, he sought close contacts with the people in his attempt to reinforce the human bond between the two communities and bring the shattered villages to sanity and composure. This was an experiment in the non-violence of the strong. Touring through miles of difficult terrain, Gandhi finished the first stage of his tour after 28 days of walking, crowded by experiences both sweet and bitter. On the morning of February 5th, the second part of his tour commenced. Tireless in his pursuit of communal harmony, the pilgrim progressed, making his way through the inaccessible delta of the Ganga. If they answer not thy call, walk alone. If they do not hold up the light when the night is troubled with storm, with the thunder flame of pain, ignite thine own heart and let it burn alone.
যদি সবাই থাকে মুখ ফিরায়ে সবাই করে ভয় তবে পরাণ খুলে তুই মুখ ফুটে তোর মনের কথা একলা বলো রে যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে যদি সবাই ফিরে যায় ওরে ওরে ও অভাগা সবাই ফিরে যায় যদি গহন পথে যাবার কালে কেউ ফিরে না যায় যদি গহন পথে যাবার কালে কেউ ফিরে না যায় তবে পথের কাঁটা তুই রক্ত মাখা চরণ তলে একলা দলরে যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে যদি আলো না ধরে ওরে ওরে আলো না ধরে যদি ঝড় বদলে আঁধার রাতে দুয়া দেয় করে যদি ঝড় বদলে আঁধার রাতে দুয়া দেয় করে তবে বজ্রানলে আপন বুকের পাথর জ্বালিয়ে নিয়ে একলা জলরে যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে একলা চলো একলা চলো একলা চলো একলা চলো রে যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে
During the 7 weeks pilgrimage, Gandhi walked about 116 miles through 47 villages. The epic of Naukhali closed after 4 months when he boarded the steamer at Chandpur on March 2nd, on the way to Bihar to still the raging fury. Gandhi came to Patna in sadness to comfort the bleeding hearts of the sufferers in Bihar. Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan was his constant companion.